Hey, welcome back to the channel. Today, we're finally getting to Season 4 of Westworld. This is the first episode, the Auguries. Augury is the practice from ancient Roman religion of interpreting omens from the observed behavior of birds. Okay. So, thoughts on the third season are on the back half of there. It's been a little while. I will confess I did watch a Season 3 recap. Just a catch-up and a refresher. All I know about this season going into it is that Season 5 has been cancelled. Or there is no Season 5, so I don't know if this is going to end on a cliffhanger or a fucking, leave us wanting and then no closure, or if maybe someone will pick it up or just finish out the season. I don't know. I'm still hoping for Raised by Wolves, to get the same. I want the Dark Crystal to get renewed. I want so much. Fucking Firefly, can we go back in time and get some more seasons of that? I don't want to say it's bittersweet to be here, but Westworld was the very first show I reacted to back on my now banned 2016 channel. Let's just say Westworld is dense with material, and that was a hell of a show to kick off with reactions and editing and not knowing, how to include stuff, what to include. So it's kind of weird for me to be at this point now, knowing that the show is ending, but what are you going to do? Like in the previous seasons, I would see a snippet or a thumbnail or a picture or something, information, whether it was the tiger from Season 2. Or like in Season 3, I knew of Caleb's character because of Jesse Pinkman. Like I saw Aaron Paul walking around a city, so I knew the location would be different. For this fourth season, I don't know a damn thing. Like, it came out while I was still reacting to the third season. I could have just pushed into the show, but at the time I wanted to take a break. And now it's kind of a good time with Rings of Power and Made in Abyss ending, or having ended by the time I watch this on the channel. So there's a slot available, and I want to finish out the show, so here we are. In regards to Season 3, I do think Season 1 and 2 were better, but that doesn't mean that Season 3 was bad necessarily. It was definitely a different pace. It was definitely a little, I don't want to say dumbed down, but it was kinda easier to follow. It wasn't as mind-bendy and, timelines and shit all over the place as the first two seasons were. I still am in shock with the Men in Black getting roboted at the end and then, supposedly cutting his throat and dying. But, he's a doctor. If they don't stitch him up, if we don't see a body, I'm just going to assume he got sealed up. Because we saw Felix, wasn't it, in Season 1? Maeve, didn't she cut? Or no, Sylvester. They're both named after cartoon cats, right? Yeah, we saw Sylvester get a slash across the throat and then be able to be sealed up. So I'm just holding out hope until we see Ed Harris. I'm gonna just assume every Ed Harris we see is this fucking mechanical one they have running around. I've been rambling on for about 5 minutes now. That's far too long for an intro. Let's just get into it. This is Season 4, Episode 1 of Westworld, The Auguries. Here we go. Fucking flashbang on the screen.
Question the nature.
That looks like Momoa a little bit. Or Marky Mark. Marky Momoa. Let's just combine them. Definitely neither.
His businesses are legitimate. Why would he need us?
Nadie con esa cantidad de dinero está libre de pecados.
Is this Insight or Delos they're talking about?
The land is mainly worthless, but I don't understand what he's doing.
Su dinero es del mismo color que el dinero de los demás.
Yeah, let's just get this out of the way. When are we, Like, this could be like the development of the Westworld park, like getting the land, so this could be beforehand. Season 3 drone ship, usually Dolores, Caleb, or Charlotte was on there. No, sir!
We've upgraded the turbines. They're rated to last 100 years without maintenance. All to power this.
I just have a question. Is this a goddamn? Goddamn.
We offer a unique proposition. Data has always been...
Is this where the cradle is physically located? I'm just spitballing ideas. If that's the dam I think it is, I think there was a fire there, or explosion a couple months back.
It was stolen from me from one of my facilities 8 years ago.
A unique asset, and as such, it's not for sale. We know what you've been doing.
Augs! The name of the episode is the Auguries, and they got Augs. I know it's just a coincidence. I love bullpups. I love Augs. Oh my god. My favorite rifle.
You can't have this place.
Sell me this lump of concrete today,
Or, well, yeah.
or you give it to me for nothing tomorrow.
You're gonna kill me and take it? He thinks he's talking to the real William, but really, it's gotta be Assassin Robot. I'm gonna fuck them all up. A black Aug? Could you get any cooler? Yeah, you're gonna give it to me tomorrow if you... Flies at the meeting with Sirach and that one president guy in season 3. I don't know if there's... And then the fly in season 1 when she slapped it. Like, flies are in the show quite a bit. Probably season 2 was like post-massacre flies. I'm trying to remember. I think you would have heard that before you got in the room. Are they in him? I'm just thinking about the Green Mile shit's gonna fly out of his mouth. We doing drones? Was that little Black Mirror swarm drones? Black Mirror, Breaking Bad, Westworld, and The Expanse were the first 4 shows I started. This is the last one I haven't finished.
¿Qué dijo?
Yesterday he would have paid, but today we would give it to him.
Is this a bomb? Is he gonna explode? Like, what else can it be? We've got some sort of control or influence going on here. Via the robots. Or, the flies. Probably robotic, you know. Fall down, right?
Thank you. You can rest now.
Fling himself over the side. How are we gonna do this? I saw him catch himself. They could have done a better fall. The music! I'm gonna butcher it. The fly, see? The fly is in the intro! Interesting. Oh! The first time they haven't done someone coming out of the goo for the end shot. Bring her back online. I'm just going in with an open mind. We could be in simulation, reality, past, present, future. I don't know. Let's just enjoy it.
Which would you choose? White or black? Christina? They both look great.
That's like White Hat, Black Hat from the first beginning, right? The first beginning. So is this her blending in the real world? I would have thought it all went to shit after Rehoboam went offline at the end of last season.
Is it that weirdo again?
I blocked him, but he keeps getting through.
It's just some creep. Or a bot trying to sell you a privacy subscription.
I guess.
She's acting very human, like not Maeve like it, or not Dolores like at all.
Which is why you're coming out tonight. And his profile's platinum rated.
Setups are just so awkward.
It's gotta be organic.
Dying alone.
Whatever, who cares? Maybe Christina wants to hide because she's Dolores. Wait a minute. Dolores was the very first robot at the park. So maybe this is the human she was based on. We could be in the past. Not too far in the past, but, you know, the beginning of Westworld and Delos.
It's fucking wild. Can you believe this is your first time? Come on. Something's really gonna blow your mind.
Is this a different park? The guy was saying it's your first time, it's gonna blow your mind. I'm sorry. I need to just shut up and watch.
Record pitch. She lives at home with her father in the country. Scratch that. The city.
That was almost a her and her dad, Dolores and her father.
But she dreams of a bigger life.
Abernathy.
With excitement, adventure, romance.
That seems like the basis for Dolores. Yeah.
We need to talk about your work performance.
Yep, that's
You want to advance in your career?
Of course I do.
Wait a
You
minute.
gotta stop.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought that was William's friend from season 1. The guy who overdosed.
Poor schmuck loses everything, drowns his sorrows, stalks some girl. How to end again?
Everyone dies.
Yes, that's right.
Wonder why his ear thing is on one side and hers is on the other. Is that just a style choice, or does it mean anything?
You hear me? I know you're out there. I saw what you wrote. Why are you doing this to us? You have to help me. Your game is ruining my life.
Okay. I'm definitely getting Black Mirror vibes here on a few episodes. Hey! What up, Maeve? Yeah, her daughter already had the mother reassignment, and Sirach promised her all this shit. Fucking excuse me? We got footage of Caleb bleeding on the ground. What's that all about? Powered down. As always, I never know when we are, or how much time has transpired. Especially since we saw Bernard at the end of last season, you know, power down or go into the thing, and then when he came out, it was dust and, like, ruin everywhere is my take on it. Caleb back to his old work?
Any plans for the anniversary?
Anniversary of what? The system going down? What? What's the party?
7 years ago, it would have just been robots working the holiday, but lucky for us, they're all scrap metal now.
Oh.
At least the riots assured our job security.
Dad. Jesse was always good with kids in Breaking Bad. Yeah, he has or had a family, it looks like now. So I guess his life did change a little bit.
Like I said,
Practice. A lot of it.
On cans?
Sure.
yeah.
Cans with faces and heartbeats and blood and...
I was visualizing!
Was that, just at a glance, was that Erica from The Leftovers? I wish they would have used her more in Season 3. No.
Enough with the cowboy shit.
Skill sets are better to have and not need than need and not have.
The war is over. It's time you start living that way.
There's always another fight coming, and I'm not just joking when I say that. You always gotta be ready for the next fucking throwdown. Yeah, I mean, I don't know what she does, but that's a nice looking house for him just doing a blue-collar grunt job. Woody's goodies. Nice.
You lose power the other night?
Must have been spared.
Friends. Stopped by asking for directions. I tried to describe it, but...
I thought she decided to fucking pull up and see what they have to say. I'm kind of glad she, you know, wasn't driving the truck. Goodbye. I was expecting a couple headshots, but I'll take an explosion. She got elevation and surprise, and she knows the terrain, dude. She's gonna pop up at the base of that trunk. Or... I was very enemy at the gates. I won't, you know, go too much further into explaining that, but you've seen the movie, you know, another movie, something with Ed Harris, by the way. Just like he's in this show.
"7 years I've been off the grid alone. Not bothering anyone. Now be a dear. Close your eyes, won't you?"
Head in a sink. Oh, close your eyes. Does she need the eyes for something? No, he's got an implant or...
Now be a dear. Close your eyes.
Smirking at watching the death through his eyes. They did something kind of similar in Wild Wild West, but it was just the last image that the person saw, not a whole fucking recap. I guess so, if everyone has the tab thing, maybe that's what she was plugged into. I don't know. Some of the CGI gunshots on the truck were kind of low, that fire kind of looked kind of janky. He's here, he's platinum rated, girl.
You on your way?
Does she genuinely not have interest, or is it just like going to social things is a risk for her, you know, hiding? She's obviously assumed a new identity, I'm presuming. I said obviously and then presuming. I'm just covering every base. Oh, well, the maze is not meant for you. Apparently it is for somebody.
But even after it's released, you probably won't know my work. I mostly write non-player characters.
What's that?
NPC, dude.
Background characters that interact with the players on their journeys.
Maybe you just haven't found the right man yet.
I'm not feeling it.
What if I'm not the one that's broken? What if it's the world that needs fixing?
There's taps for that feeling too.
Masks, shadows, smoke, mirrors. Ignorant and happy, or knowing and miserable. It's, you know...
Please stop calling me.
Wait, don't hang up. The doctors think I'm crazy, but I know you're real. Just like the tower is real.
This guy's deep in the game.
Destroying my life.
I'm not. I don't even know you.
You can't hide from me.
Where are you?
I'm almost home.
Okay, good. I gotta go. You're okay?
Yeah.
Take care.
The next light should kick on before the previous one goes out. You know, yeah, see? Otherwise shit like this happens. Was that the guy on the phone who was coming to find you?
I'm Peter.
I just have to get home.
And I don't give a shit.
I've been wanting to meet you for such a long time.
Excuse me?
No! This isn't who I am. Get away from me! Please, this is important.
I didn't mean I would have ripped an eye out. Like, so you're an addict. Stop fucking playing. Get some help.
You made me do those things.
All these people do what you want them to.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Does that have anything to do with the flies in the beginning making people do things?
The game you wrote us into a how?
Listen to me. Peter, I'm so sorry for everything that's happening.
Is it the Westworld data or the Insight data?
I'm sorry.
Ooh, the last time we saw Dolores tripping shit like that was season 1, when the timeline she was in was not entirely clear to her or us. Yeah, Charlotte Bot is still out there running around, and we haven't seen Stubbs or Arnold, whatever you want to call him. It's like a Sarah and John Connor thing, but a little more passive and not as, you know, you're gonna lead the rebellion, the resistance, but between the weapon training and the perimeter lights, like, he's definitely got her of a strategic mind.
Hear that?
It's probably nothing.
There's something out there.
Yeah, a raccoon or a neighbor or a delivery man. Past is in the past.
I get it, though.
Nothing is gonna hurt you except your own mind.
She's probably had to deal with him and, like, work him down off of where he used to be to get to this passive point, and it's obviously still a problem for him. Just like when she woke up at the ranch, stuck in her loop. Okay, well, there is a little continuity. She's still cut, so it happened, and it's fresh. But then where'd the people go then? This fucking guy! Fuck off!
Peter, I know that you're upset.
I hate him already.
Whatever you think is happening.
Is he an NPC or a real person? I'm trying to figure this all out.
Is this up to me? Or did you write this too?
No, do what you're gonna do. Yeah. It's not like they're bound by Rehoboam anymore, so...
I found it under her pillow. You see threads everywhere, and now so does Frankie. But it's never enough, is it?
When you've seen the world go to shit and seen horrific violence, I mean, you can put that aside in your head, but, you know, you want to prevent that from happening. Hey, No, could be a misdirect. I don't buy it, just because she said it could be a raccoon. Don't fall out, don't go for it, kid.
Hey there.
Ew, creepy ass smile.
Is your daddy home?
Oh no. Growing boy from season 1, pouring the milk on people. Growing boy! Made for the save, I hope. You bring your wife outside, be like, you see this shit? You see this shit? I do it! I do it! Let's just get those out of the way.
Hello, darling.
It's really you.
And yet here I am, disposing and dismembering, just like the good old days. I know who sent those men after us. William.
So they think. Robot William. Someone was right and someone was wrong.
All these years I thought you were paranoid.
He probably was. He's worried about chemtrails and all sorts of crazy shit.
So you're leaving?
Or I can stay and get you both killed.
And I will come back to you. I promise.
Robot him will come back with all of Caleb's memories. There's a lot going on, and I'm trying to piece it together, link it back to the previous seasons. How does it all... It's the first episode, I know.
We're not the only ones William was after. He was very interested in talking to a senator in California. I'll be fine on my own. You can stay here.
EMP goes off. You don't got shit, girl. Take a flesh bot with you.
I want to write a new story about a girl. A girl who's searching. I want a story with a happy ending.
But season 5 got canceled. I recognize the music, but I can't place the song. Is this Huey from The Boys? Fucking Teddy! Teddy! He looks like the Deep from The Boys, but Teddy. Oh, wow. Okay. That was something tonally different. Tonally, not totally. Tonally. Anyway, let's go to the outro. Season 4, Episode 1 of Westworld, The Auguries. Hello again. Don't worry about a thing. It's all in your head. Great. More... Great. Hey, like my chest hair. Look at that. That was interesting. There was a lot to process there, and I don't want to kind of ramble on too much because I spitballed and threw out a bunch of, wild shots and ideas earlier throughout the whole episode, and I'm sure I'll leave some of them in, most of them in. Things I think are right, things that end up being wrong. But yeah, that tonally, the tone for that was very different. It appears that we're 7-ish years after the fall of the machines and Rehoboam, and the world has not gone to shit. And I'm assuming we're all in the same timeline as of now. Although, that Teddy at the end going to Christina's place, that was the only character she had a connection with from Westworld and previous that we saw. Like, her story was one thing, and then Maeve and Caleb were another story. And William. So I don't exactly know what Christina / Dolores's arc is right now, if she's in a different timeline or a simulation or a modern city looking Westworld, because people were like, you're gonna love it, blah blah blah, like they were going somewhere or doing something. And then the friend was like, which shoes, black or white, and that kind of feels like the black hat or the white hat, from season 1. And she's doing the painting of the street, but she captured the splendor. Back when she was in Westworld, she was always painting, the fields and whatnot. But she's also, writing a character. Is she self-describing or referring to her Westworld origins or doing something with the data? I'm just thinking out loud. I don't want you to tell me, but that's just where my mind is right now. As always, when I go through and edit, if I see more or something crosses my mind or a light bulb goes off, I'll throw some words on the screen, kind of like a wait a minute. But yeah, that was interesting. I'm not mad at that at all. That felt different, but also, with the flies at the beginning, I don't know what to think. I don't really know what to think about any of this. But I'm glad I watched it, and I look forward to more, but it'll have to be another time because of this. Does it for me for now. Thank you all so much for being here. I look forward to the future episodes and hope you join me. Thanks again, and goodbye.